Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever your time schedule in the world. Welcome to this other edition of paid training in the pool funding community. We are right now 8 p.m. London time, and this is another new session of the paid training. On this new session, we are going to help our members to understand more better what we're doing in the pool funding community and to give them a long way to keep benefiting from all the advantages that the mutual effort of the community is permitting everyone to get. So whatever you're chiming in from the world, we welcome you and we are glad to have you. And we'll keep handling these sessions. We are here on Tuesdays when it is 8 p.m. London time and on Saturdays when it is 8 p.m. London time for the English edition to sustain yours truly, S. Fleischer, on the aspect of presentation. It's true that is some sort of copycat of what he's doing, but we are still learning a lot and gaining more knowledge on how our community need to move ahead. So guys, today we'll purposefully be talking about the situation that we had in the community. We had some bugs and those bugs have been fixed. And also, we are going to emphasize and insist on the aspect of the members of the community to be in alignment with the guidelines that the community is giving and to do things in the appropriate way so that we should not have difficulties or someone should not find himself being embarrassed in a situation that does not have a solution to that. By so doing, I'm trying to insist on the aspect to see the executive team with whatever issue you may have. So we'll be talking on that. The next thing we'll be talking about is the PML coin or the PML website, which has to permit us to do lendings or do borrowings. We're going to be talking about how you can get the possibility to do your double borrowings, double lending, pardon, right now, or if you haven't borrowed yet, you can still borrow, how you can use your paid meetings to go and borrow from the PML website. So we'll be insisting on that. And the last thing, which is already something that we need to be insisting on all the time, which is don't sell. Don't sell any of our coins, because if you sell without notice that is coming from the wall of joy and given to us by yours truly, S. Fleischer, to go on to sell, you are shooting yourself at the leg, because that will sign your exclusion or your suspension from the community. So guys, we should stick to these points as I'm going to develop them as we pull along. Okay, that being said, I'm so happy. I don't know of you if you're also very happy to always have this paid training, because it is awesome. You're not being paid to just come and sit. You're being paid to come and understand what you need to be doing and what you should do personally to keep the community growing and for the benefit of all. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, as I earlier gave in the rundown, is all about uh, the community and the guidelines. Please, I said it, and some of you may see some of this as repetition. It is being said that what repetition is the mother of invention, or repetition make information to stick more better. So that is why we insist on doing all this, so that you can grab, or if you didn't grab totally the first time, the second time you may increase knowledge on what you did the first time, and gradually you can keep going on. So the first thing I want to insist on is the executive. Please, if you have an issue, you have the room to go to the executive. Whatever the issue, I think these are the first people you need to go to them when you have an issue. And more to that, um, you need to go to the executive on duty. And the executive on duty right now is Maria Hernandez. And Maria Hernandez happened to be like the chief assistant, or maybe the person that coordinates the others, but everyone, when they are on board, they handle all situations. If you happen that your situation has not been taken care of, it may be before you table in your problem, they may have been working with others and they are waiting for you, or your turn is going to come in the queue. So you should not think that not responding to you does not mean that they are not going to respond to you. They are to respond to you, but you are served as you come. And one thing you should take into consideration is that these people work 24 hours a day, 7 on 7, even on the Christmas day or Christmas Eve, they will be working. So you need not to blame yourself, or you need not to put yourself apart or say that you are not being catered for. So the next thing that you should also know is that after this meeting, the addresses that we are going to get, we also send to them and they check it out to see that you respect the guidelines for you to have a paid meeting. And guys, our paid meetings are reserved for our active members. Our paid meetings are reserved for active members. Meaning that what? If you're coming on board today, if you want to benefit from the paid meeting, just do as quickly as possible, get yourself being verified. And getting yourself being verified is to help you be able to have all the ticks that I'm going to show you. And having all these ticks gives you the way forward to have a paid training. But if you don't have all these ticks out, you may just give me a second, please. Let me come. I'm trying to get to my account. I think it's okay right now. So this is what I was trying to put through to you, that every time, or if you bring somebody new into the system, just do as much as possible to take them to the pool funding website and permit them to get their account verified. Because if they don't have their account verified, they may be coming here for meetings and they are the ones to go to the staffs telling them that I attended the meeting of yours truly, Ace Fleischer or Mr. Girius, and it happens that I've not received my payment for this meeting. So what you need to do is to come to the website and try to make sure that you have filled all these boxes that you have right here. You must be verified. Being verified means that you must go through an assistant. Any of these assistants must verify you and ask you the great question of selling hurts. And guys, you must answer that question: selling hurts. Selling hurts who? The community at large. And if you're selling because you're considering your own personal benefit other than that of the community. It means that you're highlighting the benefit of the community and considering yours. So for the first element, you need to get yourself verified. And getting yourself verified will lead to you being trusted. Being trusted means that you definitely agree that you are going to be in line with the community a commitment. Because most people here, I don't think some have read this commitment. Please, if you have brought somebody on board or you have been part of the pool funding community and you haven't read this commitment, I will wish that you go back. It is in a video form and in a written format. And this commitment is very, very important to safeguard the good functioning of our community and also guide the members to do what they're supposed to do in order not to fall in the loopholes and get their account suspended. So please, if you're coming new, read this commitment and understand. If you do not get to master it well, question me, question Hunter or many of the assistants there with any aspect of this commitment that you are not really grabbing it, because this is the foundation stone for our community to keep pulling forward. And the main message here is that if you go against the community guidelines, you are going to be for the circumstances that leads to that. So in order not to go against the community commitment, please, you have to have a read, or you watch the video. Is going to give you the way forward for you to understand what you need to do. And the next thing has to do with the email, or most, not the email, pardon, the Telegram handling, or the Telegram message, because, or the Telegram address, if I may call it so. Most people are having it difficult to fulfill this condition of setting their Telegram. Once you're copying your address, most people are making an error once they are about fulfilling the condition of getting their account being verified. Please, if you're copying this address that is right here, oh my God, what am I going right here with this? I need to send that out. So I was trying to say that if you're copying this right here, copy it completely. You should not copy it leaving out the this little areobars which is there, or they call it the add function. Once you copy without this add function, it does not, once you go and press this address that you have copied, let's say you copy this, take it, copy, you make sure that it's copied with the add function, and you take it now to your full funding back office. That is, let's wait for it to load. You need to make sure that the add sum function is included. Some are registering it without the add sum function. That is why when they say the account has been verified, it keeps saying that the account is not verified at the level of complete your profile. So for you to complete your profile is to get the right address with the add sum function and take it directly to where it's supposed to be. And where it's supposed to be is on the menu, edit profile. So you need to go to the menu, edit profile. I'm doing this because I'm having people still talking about it, which is very simple. This is where you need to come to do the modification right here on edit profile. That is where you need to come. And once you click on it right there, edit profile, once it loads, you see that right here, I have it there and it's complete. And don't forget to click on save changes once you insert. Others just come and put it and they don't click on save changes. If you don't click on save changes, it's not going to be considered. It's going to be looked upon as not being accepted at this particular point in time. So you need to do everything possible to put it on and save the changes, because if you don't save these changes, they are not going to help a lot as far as this is concerned. So do what is necessary in order to save these changes. So I believe that will give you the way forward to do this properly the next time. So from here, the next thing that you need to take into consideration, which is more important, is to write the assistance in inbox. You should write the assistant inbox. Why is there a lot of noise in the chat right now? Early come, your early self. So I don't know why a lot of people are making it such a fun right here. Mr. Gida, reach out, Mr. Gidas, if you want to talk about your concern, but here is the wall of joy. Guys, you need to come to the meeting 15 minutes earlier. And that is what I said the last time. And we need to do this to permit everyone to stay in the meeting and listen to the meeting to the end. So it's not something that we need to be talking about anyhow. We need to be very clean and clear with what we are doing. So I was trying to explain this. If you want to reach to Maria, please don't write on the wall of joy. Just come right here and click at this angle. It's good to demonstrate. You click right there to the three buttons, and right at the three buttons, oh no, you click on the, how do I do this thing again? Right here, okay, click on the wall of joy right there. So you click on the wall of joy right there at the top area, and you are going to have the opportunity to right there. So you just come and click right there, and you are going to have the opportunity to see all the moderators, and you select the person that is on duty at that particular point in time. So you go to select the person that is on duty at that particular point in time. Here they are. Here all of them are there. You can see all of them. They are there, they are there, they are there. And you can now chat with them privately. You don't need to chat with them on the wall of joy. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Chat with them privately, and they will help you in whatever situation you have, because they work 24 hours a day and they do their best to give you the best of service, because we are very kind in our community and we do things to permit each and everyone to benefit. So we hope that you will no more say you have attended training and you have not been paid. Okay? So if you have a problem with paid training, move directly to the assistant on duty and give them your details. And even the list of the members that are here are going to be tabled to the assistants on duty so that they can help in clarifying your situation. You see that things are very ordered, things are being done in an appropriate manner to permit the whole community to benefit at large. Okay, so that is the first segment of our presentation today, which means we need to contact executives when we have an issue and permit the executive to resolve our issue as quick as possible. We need not to contact any member or disturb yours truly, Mama Nancy or Mr. Gidders right here speaking to you on any issue, because you have a team of almost getting to 10 people to cater for you for whatever issue you may be having. So that is something that you must take into consideration and do that rightly. Now, the second thing we are to talk about is the bug that was there in the PMM website. Maybe some were not even aware because you have not come to contact with that. But there was a bug in the website which has slight issues with some not being able to receive back their collateral immediately when they paid their loan. But as to what is yours truly is presented to us, that issue has been resolved. So if you go to the borrowing area of the PML website, if you have taken notice these days, there is a slight change in the procedure to do to borrow, because right now they have adjusted and bring in more reliable way of doing it. When it comes to these jargons of blockchain, I don't like to, but I understand it. But how can I put it? Demonstrating it a lot for me is not so bad. So what I will explain to you is that I'm trying to tell you this. I'm trying to tell you that with the PML website, there was a slight bug that was not a general issue for everybody, but was a slight issue that some people encountered. And this goes to tell members of the community that if you happen to face a situation that is challenging, with any of our website, be it the PML website or the pool funding website, do well to go to the assistants and alert them so that these issues can be fixed. You know, to err is human and to forgive is divine. And man invented machine, but machine always do otherwise. So at times we may have these little bugs that come up. But the little bug that we had here had to do with the borrowing area. And the borrowing area had a difficulty when it happens to, when you happen to take a loan and the loan went through, and when it came the time to pay the loan, you were having slight, few people were having some difficulty. I personally, I didn't have any problem, because if you look right at the number of loans I've made and the ones that have been paid for my lendings, there is virtually none that I have a particular problem. But some people raise difficulties as to that, because if you look right here, you see the number. These are my 4 loans for this month, and the last loan that I made last month was paid without any problem. So some had difficulties at this area. This difficulty has been resolved. So the process for doing a borrowing right now, you will have a certain number of stages to go through. And as yours truly was explaining to us the last time, he was saying that you should be patient enough and allow the system to go right through the process that is being carried at the moment in question. Before, you could just click, 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 and you have a loan. But right now, you will click, 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 maybe more clicks than before. But at each click, you should be patient enough to allow the system to go through gradually to permit you to have your loan. I think the last one I did on the 18, yes, I did one on the 18. I really witnessed that process. Unfortunately, I didn't record it in video. I would have showed you, but the process has slightly changed a bit. So you should not be worried if it's for the good of the whole community that this process was a little bit adjusted. So for you to have your borrowing right now, the stages are going to be quite different as from before. So don't bother yourself with that. And those who had difficulties or they have issues that were not resolved, you know where to go straight to the executive team, and the person in charge at that particular point in time will give you the way forward, and your situation is going to be resolved. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the lending area. You know that since last week, there is room for everyone now to do more than 2 loans per day. And for you to be able to do more than 2 loans per day, uh, yours truly has given us that opportunity, and the opportunity is still running right now. We have the opportunity right now, and you can go and just get yourself doubled your PML by doing what? By doing at least a minimal purchase of $500, and you're going to be given $1,000. And if you keep that amount going, you're going to benefit a whole lot. If you look right here, this promotion is still on, and we just have just a few days left. We just have, we are today the 20th. In my place, we are today the 20th, means that we have the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd at midnight, your local time. I think it should be midnight London time. I don't really know which midnight should it be, but I just know that, as is being said right here, on the 23rd, we are going to have the end of, right there is on the 30th, on the 23rd of September. So guys, if you have not taken this opportunity to increase your PML, do it right now. And as we'll be going on, we are also going to push the member of the community according to what yours truly was saying. to have PML, because getting PML is going to help us to do price stabilization. And right now, the price of PML has hitting our first target, which is the target of 1 million. And our next target is 1,200,000. And you know, we already had the predictions and the guidelines, the chart, which was already made to guide us. I think the chart is right here. It's not this one. The chart, I think I had it. It was a little bit down a bit right here. So this is the chart that we have right here. This is the chart of our next target. And if you look right here, our next target should be right at this area. So this should be our next target right there at 1.2. We have already hit the target of 1 million. So we should be aiming at this particular area right there. So the next higher high is where we are expecting to reach, and we are going to, from there, do some sales to bring the price right down to 1 million. And from there, we're going to take to the next higher high, which is there as 1.5, and so on and so forth. So that is the roadmap of our price targets. And on doing this, we also have to put in the possibility to create price stability. And price stability here has to do with what? Permitting those who have accumulated much, like those who have already gotten the possibility to have two paid trainings, two loans per day. So those who have the possibility to lend twice per day and have above $3,000 in PML, you know that from $3,000 above in PML, you can do two lending per day. So those who have already attained that level are giving us the way forward to really smoothen our paths with this PML website. And we are calling upon everyone to do as much as possible to take advantage of this opportunity. So if you haven't taken the advantage to benefit from the promotion that is going on right now, please do that. And before it ends on the 23rd of September. And you will really regret if that ends without you taking part with that. So here we still have uh, a graph that exposes the different floor levels that we're going to be having, as how we are going to be moving right on with the PML coin. And more to that, guys, don't forget that we are changing one for one coin, one old coin for one new coin with our coins come October 1st. Uh, if you haven't gotten any coins in our community, this is the time to buy our coins and keep. Or if you have former coins, this is the time for you to increase the quantity, because as of 1st October, we are going to have the old coins being swapped to the new coins, and it will be one coin, one old coin for one new coin. So this is really something very interesting for all the community to take notice at. And the one last thing that is interesting here that I should talk before we proceed is price stability. Right now, we are growing to price stability. And what is price stability? Price stability is in such a way that people can be buying PML in, or people that have already great quantity from 3,000 upwards can be selling, but we do not have a very drastic decline in price. And that price stability is what we are going to focus on, and we are going to work on for the next coming month. So right now, guys, you can go to the chat area and insert your wallet address for your paid training of today. So you can do that. Mr. Nicholas, please, you can take note of that right now. Anyone that is here can put in there wallet address, and we can start on from there. So guys, if you're here, si vous êtes ici, si vous parlez français, c'est le moment d'insérer votre adresse MetaMask pour bénéficier de la formation payante. C'est le moment d'insérer votre adresse. Donc, essayez d'insérer votre adresse maintenant. Et c'est avec cette adresse qu'on va vous payer. Nicholas, Mr. Nicholas, are we okay? Is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. You can grab it. Okay, guys, if you're here, you can now insert your MetaMask address so that you will be paid at the end of the training. And one thing I need to say for this training is, guys, we are paying you to understand how to behave and to conduct yourself as a grounded member of the pool funding community. Grounded member of the pool funding community will do and respect instructions and do everything that is necessary to push forward for the community to grow. We should not be the ones that will want to fake up addresses. You should not give at least 2 addresses. It's only 1 address per person as 1 account per person, because anything you do in the sense of fidgeting will be noticed. And once it's noticed, you know the rule. The rule is that what you will be suspended. And there is no consideration as to that. If we know that we need not to sell our coins and we need to respect instruction, we should do that, and we should go a long way to keep to those instructions for the better growth of our community. So the reality is on our side, either to be in or we are out. We are not going to allow very few people that don't want to get trained, don't want to understand what they need to do, and grow the system to rob the whole system. So guys, the commitment is there. The pool funding commitment is there. Read that commitment, get the stuff that is on that commitment, and definitely you are going to be rolling out well as far as paid training will keep on giving you the way forward to continue going ahead. Now, that being said, for announcements, I think yours truly gave a series of announcements the other day in his training. For the general announcement, yours truly said from the 15th of December to the 15th of January, it will happen that we may not be having paid training by that time, because it will definitely be feasting time and a lot of people will not be so focused. And but the assistant and the executives are always there, guys. They are always there. And be it whatever the time, 365 days a year, they will always be there. And I think our great Herb, best in all as far as crypto is concerned, is always there, Hunter, to help and push you forward to help you resolve the little issues that you may be having that are a little bit technical. So guys, you should not be left aside with the little bugs that you may have or personal issues that you may have and say things are not working. We are trying as much as possible to get this resolved. So by the 15th of December, we shall be going on holiday and we'll only come back by the 15th of January with paid trainings. More to that, we have the DDLC, which is to come up very soon. I think the programmer is working on that. That is the double dip line of credit. I was missing it out. The DDLC, the double dip line of credit, is coming up very soon. And once that will come out, we are going to make a best use of it in order to permit us to have a more positive growth as of now. And more to that, as far as announcements are concerned, you should also know that the criteria for paid training are going to also be evolving as we pull along. Okay, so right now the criteria that we have for paid training are open to everyone, and you need to do the fulfillment that is necessary. But very soon, we are going to increase the criteria. And these criteria are not increasing to exclude people, but they are meant to help each and everyone be in alignment, and everything is to permit the community to grow and benefit from. So very soon, you may see that criteria number 5 is going to be added to the 4 that we have already to be a condition that you must fulfill to get a paid training. And more to that, you know that you must at least do a purchase of $1 of PFE to fulfill the 4th criteria. Very soon, that another criteria may be added to that. So take note of that. And the last but not the least announcement also, which I will put out to you, is that of having also another open condition, which every account that interact with the PML website must have $100 purchase of PML. So yours truly talked about that, but it's still in the pipeline. It has not yet been grounded yet. So once the time will come, we're going to know much about that. So right now, those are the different announcements that are in line for us to look to. And once they unfold, we are going to also make you know and how to take advantage of them and readily benefit from them. So the last but not the least, which is the most important, is the Selling Herd program. Why do we talk a lot about selling herd? We talk a lot about selling herd is because if you know what these coins represent to the whole community and the faith of which we are building on this coin, is that what we have said our main purpose is never to sell our coins. We want to grow our coins in such a way that we can use the coins that we are accumulating from our different purchases to go to big websites and deposit them as collateral to borrow huge amounts of money. And for us to attain that, this is long term. And being long term, what we insist is that you should use the daily purchase with the pool funding website to accumulate as many coins as you can, because futurely that is your fortune. And being your fortune, you are going now, as any member of the community, benefit the advantages of accumulating such a huge fortune. So you need to be in line with instruction in order that you should not lose this fortune that you have been accumulating. Because if you look right here below me, you will see what I've been accumulating so far with PFS, and it goes thus with the other coins. See what I've accumulated with PFS so far as I've been part of the community. I know many of you have more than me. You should not laugh at my amount. Yours truly has also many of the coins. So these amounts, you should not see them as not being real, but we are going to unlock these amounts as we pull along and increasing the liquidity in each of these currencies, and the quantities that we have will permit us to be the wearers of these coins. And becoming the wearers of these coins and sitting under these huge amounts automatically will become billionaires. And for you to become billionaires, you just need to be patient, accumulate, and when the time comes that the value is there, you can now move to other big website and do the lending as we are doing with the micro lending already. This micro lending is training us to understand how in future we will not be doing only micro loans, we will be doing huge loans, because we at this time will have the capacity and have the coins and the value that goes with it. So this is just a preparation as we go along with the micro lending, so that we in future will also do this as we pull along. So guys, this is the long-term picture of what we are doing. And that is why we say selling hurts, because if you sell right now, you are going to diminish the multiplying effect that we are having from these coins right now, because you know that the purchasing you are doing every day is not having any impact on the market value of the coins, but you are receiving the coins by doing your purchase, of which people that are not member of the community don't have that advantage. At the moment which we decide to sell at what each market target or price stability level we have set, you will have the necessary amount of coins to sell at that level. That is why we are saying selling now hurts, and you're selling now, you're killing your future. That is, you're cheap changing what you're supposed to benefit now in the future right now. You can see somebody selling $200, of which he has accumulated coins in different domain, in the different coins that worth thousands of dollars. But he goes to sell $50. That is chicken change. Chicken change. You chicken change your sell your future right now by just having mega coins or mega change that you cannot do much with. So guys, this is the message. This is the driving force of the community and our focal point of which we are working to become millionaires and billionaires with this coin, and at the level of which we have the necessary at our disposal to just benefit from it. And if you don't follow the system, if you don't follow the training, if you don't come to these trainings to learn and understand that this is where we are going, this is how you need to act, this is what you need to do at this particular time, take advantage of this opportunity, react to this, react to that, and that is how you are structuring your mind and getting prepared as a millionaire and receiving what is going to permit you to sustain your statusship of a millionaire. So guys, I'm talking this from my heart because I really buy into this idea, and I really understand it, and I really know that selling hurts, and we need to do as much doing what is not accepted by the community. So I believe that you too have understood this, and we will stick to this, will not go against this, will spread the news around, and those who are coming in new, we should let them understand how we work, and we should invite them to this training, and we should help them to fulfill the conditions on being part of this training and increase the numbers. The last thing I will say is concerning the numbers. Guys, one thing I take into consideration is if the numbers keep up as they are keeping up, before you know, we're going to increase the capacity. We want to judge and see that is this frenzy for paid training, is this just for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month? We want to measure with time. When we see the impact of it, we are going to definitely increase the capacity, because our main objective is that what every member of the community should be trained and understand what they need to do and do it accordingly for the benefit of the whole community. So that is the message and the training we had today. I'm so glad that you were here from on to end. Mr. Nicholas, is it okay with the recordings? Okay, he's signaling to me that it's okay. So I think that we have come to the end today. No another special message, but what I would tell you guys is that this is a better place to be. This is the shortest way and the most appropriate for all of us to use to attain freedom and have that independence in free independent in finance that is concerned, and also benefit from mutual effort. So mutual effort and sustainability is coming to us from this angle. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your listening. It's a privilege to always have you with me on these paid trainings. We'll keep on. So guys, if you don't have any questions, if you don't have any other things to ask, I hope I've said it much. You know where to go when you have an issue, straight to the executives and get them to benefit. So do as much as you can and permit us to benefit and permit us to all of us to benefit and permit all of us to be part of this great journey. So guys, notwithstanding, if there are no questions, there are no any other issues, I will thank you very much and wish you a prosperous and better weekend. Enjoy your weekend and see you next week for another English training. Tomorrow for the French community, I will be with you, same time, same place for another edition, but this time around in the French language. Please note that you can assist all the trainings, but come on time. 5 minutes to the hour is when we open the gates of the training. So have a better stay. Bye-bye and have a good weekend. Thanks very much.
Bye
It's a
bye.
privilege. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Sir Gildas.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, bye.
Thank you, Hildas.